push them over the edge.
You'll understand.
Push them.
I think it would be best to hear this story from the cheater themselves, and we'll sort of break it down as they go. So let's get into it.
All right, so right there is where your first lie comes in, okay? I think it's best to hear the story from the cheater themselves, okay? The cheater is me. Say my name, Mr. SpooknJukes. But look, here's what you say. I think it's best to hear it from the cheater themselves, right? So what you're doing is you're giving me a voice, right? You're giving me the voice to tell my own story, correct? Is this what you're doing? Is this what you're claiming to do? This was looks like you're claiming to do, right? What you're saying you're doing, telling your audience that you're gonna do this, that it's coming from my mouth, right? Okay, well, this is lie number one. Okay. Because first of all, you won't say my name. So nobody gets to hear the story from me, at least nobody that watches your channel, because your audience is, they're not, let's just say they're not going to do the research, and they're not going to actually like come and ask me or find out my perspective. They're just going to take your word for it as, you know, gospel truth, right? So if you're giving me a voice, why are you blocking my comments from your channel? And videos that you make about me, you're blocking my comments on, right? So you're claiming to give me a voice, but you're not in fact giving me a voice. In fact, you're robbing me of my voice. You're silencing my voice. Now you can give all the reasons in the world for that, but the bottom line is you're claiming to give me a voice and you're not. Okay, and now let's see. You're telling them that you're going to use my words to say what I'm saying, right? But let's really break that down, okay? So before we go on any more tangents, let's just let you play your video. So I had a friend. The hatch is going to be right here in case anybody wants to know. So my friend would play with hacks, and I would want to play some games with him because he's my friend, and I had fun playing games with him. And
yeah, I mean, I don't see the big deal. That's your friend. I mean, friendship conquers all. It doesn't really matter if they're cheating or what they're doing, you know. You have fun gaming together, and, you know, that's just the power of friendship, really.
That's kind of true, right? Kind of true, I'd say. No? I played legit, bought all the characters legit, spent all the money, completed all the challenges legit. All right, let's just stop here for a second, right? This is me explaining like a summary of the series of events that took place, which led to the cheating, right? This is me giving a brief synopsis, so to speak, of like things that happened. And this is me answering specific questions from viewers in my stream. And I get the same questions over and over and same accusations. And this is me having to repeat myself over and over, explaining over and over things. So I try to give like a summary of things that are happening, right?
They did all of the challenges legit.
Okay, so he's mocking me for saying that he's painting me as if I'm bragging about the things that I'm doing, or claiming that I don't know, like boasting about what I've done. But what I'm saying here is that people come to me with the accusation that you're so bad you can't play the game legit. You can only play with hacks. You're so bad. Imagine being so bad that you have to hack at the game. If you played the game normally, you'd be so bad, and blah, blah, blah. And the same things that they say. And what I'm trying to explain here is I've put in approximately 5,000 hours of legit gameplay. Never hacking prior to that. So what I'm trying to explain is I've been there, done that, done all these things, did all the challenges, prestiged characters. I'm just explaining the history of where I came from, and to show them that I didn't just hop in DBD and start hacking.
I mean, I don't know anybody who does challenges legit, let alone all of them, and spending money on the game for characters and cosmetics. I mean, get out of town.
Okay, so he's just mocking me here. That's fine. Okay, you're mocking me for telling a story. My nurse was P100. I was one of the first P100 nurses, possibly the first.
Okay, sorry to interrupt again, but the first ever P100 nurse?
I'm proud of that. So I'm proud. There's not anything you're proud of, SpooknJukes. Come on. Isn't there anything you're proud of?
Holy moly. I mean, they gotta be legit. I mean, the first ever?
So yes, my nurse was legit. I never hacked on nurse. And besides, but getting prestige 100 doesn't mean anything. And I think everybody knows this. It's just that it means that you put a lot of hours in the game, spend a lot of blood points. So what? So I'm explaining to people the where I was at when this happened, what I had achieved, what I had lost. Yes, I'm explaining things. It's not rocket surgery, okay? It's not brain science. So I played with my friend who would use hacks, and even though I wasn't hacking, I found a lot of it amusing. And as a content creator, and a lot of you find it amusing, that's why you're here watching. I would be in games with him, and I would post videos of them. I would post all my games. This went on for about a year. Okay, so here, what I'm saying is, like, he doesn't put the rest of what I say here, but what I say here is that I've played this game for, I don't even know how long. I don't think it's been 2 years, 1.5 years. I don't know what it's been. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I've had open lobbies, played with whoever, whenever, whatever, always. And throughout the course of that time, there were games that I played with hackers. What he's making it sound like here is that for a year straight, all I did was play with hackers nonstop. Okay, he doesn't put in context what I'm saying.
Right, so this friend that you were playing with was using hacks and you thought that they were amusing.
Yes, and they are. It is amusing. When you go into a game and you see Bubba standing in the lobby with survivors, it's kind of funny. I don't know. It is kind of funny. It's different. Yes, it's amusing.
And so, you know, as a content creator, just make some videos, make some content.
Yes. And yes, that's true because people like to watch it. Yes, make some content. It's cheating in a video game. It's really not like, it's not the end of the world.
You know,
Spook and douche.
I mean, what else are you going to do as a content creator?
I make all kinds of content. I run 20 different YouTube channels, all different kinds of channels, all different kinds of content, and this is just some of it.
You got to create content.
Yes, I create content just like you do. What do? You sit here and bash on other people. Like, this is your content. Your content is you're making me mad now. You're making me mad, dude. Spook and douche, you're making me mad.
All right. So, like, your friend's cheating. You're already playing together. So you might as well, for an entire year, just make content.
No, it's not like that. It's not like he's cheating and I'm benefiting and then I'm good and then I might as well make. No, I'm a content creator first and foremost. I don't even consider myself a gamer like you guys, so to speak. So yes, my content, my videos, my art, my YouTube, my music, my everything that I do as a multimedia artist is first and foremost. If this game disappeared tomorrow, like, my life and my artistic creations and what I do would still go on. It's on other channels in different venues and areas and different things. Yes, I'm a content creator. I'm not a DBD is my life kind of person, where if DBD just suddenly, I don't know, let's just say dissipated into obscurity, would I have no purpose in life anymore, like some people speak a douche? But no, like I am a content creator. Yes, you got that right.
With the cheater, what's the big deal?
There is no big deal, not really. Enough people got mad at me, and true, they do. They do. Yes, they do. Wanted to bring me down. Yes, they do want to bring me down. And when I say bring me down, I just mean they just wanted. What I meant to say was take me down, like sabotage me. Yes. That is true. That's 100% true. But the way you're making it sound that I'm saying, like, bring me down, like, oh, they want to hurt me and I'm a victim and they want to cause me problems that I don't deserve. And like I'm having some kind of pity party is like, no, this is just me explaining that people hate me and want to bring down my channel and my content and want to get me banned. Yes, that is a fact. That is just true. And then they would send all of my videos to behavior. Yes, every day I get comments of people. I reported you. I sent your video. I clip it and ship it. Record it and report it. Yes, this is all just what happened. This is me telling a story of what happened. This is not me crying or complaining or saying poor me. Nowhere in here do I say any of that. And eventually my account did get banned. True.
I mean, come on. Why do you got to bring the guy down?
Okay, so here's the satire. It's funny. You're crying. Ha ha ha. Like, I honestly, I really tried to laugh at your video. And at some points I did laugh. I genuinely laughed at it. I tried to laugh harder than I naturally was inclined to laugh. I honestly expected something more and better. I had seen some of your videos before. Like, I didn't know who you were. Like I said, I heard of Spooky Loops. I hadn't heard of Spook and Douche, but like people had always sent me messages like, "Oh, you're going to be in a Spook and Douche video. I'm sending Spook and Douche your clips and such." I'm like, "Who is this guy Spook and Douche?" So I looked up and I saw some of your videos where you're like all your videos where you're bashing on other people for being toxic, always being the moral grandstanding white knight, the hero on the pedestal, throwing stones at others from your high horse, self-righteousness. Yes, I get it. And I was like, "Oh, it's fine. I think this guy's got bigger fish to fry than me. Like, I don't see him making a video on me." But here we are. Anyway, I'm off somewhere else on that, but like, yeah, so he's making fun of me as if I'm crying, as if I'm sad, pity party me, poor me. I'm a victim. I'm being bullied. Like, I never said any of that. I'm literally just telling a story.
You know,
Spook and Douche.
He's just making content and he's playing with a cheater. You know, who cares? Why do you gotta report him?
Look, I don't care. Report me all day long. I've been getting reported in this game since way before I ever messed with cheats. I mean, I would get reported for all kinds of things, just like the people in this game, like reported for camping, reported for tunneling, reported for killing me when you're playing killer. Like, the things that people report for in this game are silly. Like, I can't imagine Behavior has a staff there sitting there reading all these reports night and day. Like, it's kind of insane. But no, I don't care about being reported. I like, if reports mattered, would I be here? Would I still be making these videos? Think about that, okay? Don't care about being reported. Don't care about people trying to bring me down, quote unquote, take me down, or sabotage my channel, sabotage my whatever, my content, my accounts, ban me, all that stuff. Don't care about it. Doesn't faze me. Not mad about it. I'm not the victim. I'm not crying about it. I'm not losing sleep over it. I'm not hurt by it, not bothered by it. So the whole satire of the crying and all that stuff, funny, haha. Your dumb viewers are going to laugh because they're believing the stuff you're saying as if like it's pity party me. They don't know me. They're not on my channel. They're not hearing anything I'm saying. They're just hearing what you're saying that I'm saying in the context of what you're saying. And funny, bravo, fake news, CNN, Spook and Douche. Let's go.
And bring him down. Oh.
And from that point, I lost all that stuff and I decided, well, I'm not going to buy all that again.
I mean, yeah, obviously. Why would you ever give Behavior money again after the way that they kicked you to the curb?
Okay, so I never said Behavior kicked me to the curb. All I said was I'm not going to buy all that again. You put all this money into accounts. Another thing I did say that he didn't put in my video was that, well, he didn't put in his video, was that I not only bought all these cosmetics and stuff and the chapters and the killers and all the characters for myself, but I was gifting them to other people as well. So I don't know how much I spent in this game. Other people have projected and said, oh, can I say my own name? Okay, whatever. They said that I spent such and such amount of money. I don't know where they got that from, but like people like to make up the facts and stuff, and then they spread lies, and that's all fine. But I don't even know how much I spent. But all I was saying was I'm not going to buy all that over again. I'm not going to go buy all the chapters again, buy all the cosmetics I did, grind to P100 again, grind to all this stuff, do all the challenges, all the Steam achievements. I'm not going to do it again. Like, I've done it. I lost it on that account. You know, did it sting for a second when I lost it? Like, ooh, all that quote unquote work I put into a video game, right? Or money, if you want to say. Did it feel great to lose that account? No, it didn't feel great, but did I lose sleep over it? Did I cry about it? Did I go through some kind of post-traumatic stress disorder because of it? No. All I'm saying here is I'm not going to buy all that stuff again. Okay. I'm just not going to. The game doesn't mean that much to me that I'm going to purchase all that stuff again. That's all I'm saying. That's it. You can get banned for association. And that's what happens, is that Behavior bans the people who aren't hacking. And the actual hackers don't really get punished because even though they get banned, they come right back. Okay, so he's cut to a different clip, a different game, right? And you can see in the upper left, the chat is there, but it's blurred out, so you can't see the things that you can't see the actual questions or comments that I'm responding to, right? So I'm sitting here, what I'm explaining here is that there is a flaw in the process of the banning, in the whole system of catching cheaters. And what I'm saying, let me try to simplify this, is that if behavior was actually doing the proper things to catch cheaters, then the cheaters themselves would be banned. And I myself, or others like me, would never even be put in a situation where they're playing games with cheaters, because there just wouldn't be cheaters to play with. So I would have never been put in this situation, or put myself in this situation, however you want to put it, right? So what I'm trying to say is that the flaw in the system is that legitimate players, well, okay, you don't want to call me legitimate, but what I'm saying is people who are technically not cheating on their account, like disregard the fact that they're queuing up with cheaters, whether deliberately or unintentionally. But here's the thing, I was a streamer. I am a streamer, more of a content creator than a streamer, but anyway, nonetheless, I had open lobbies, and a lot of people would join my lobbies. People would just join my lobbies, and hackers would join my lobbies too. And I'm not going to sit here and disconnect from every game because I suspect that someone's hacking. Oh, I'll never play with a hacker. I'm DCing, taking the penalty. Like, I just wouldn't get to play the game because I would have so many penalties from disconnecting, right? So I'm not going to sit here and disconnect every time there's a hacker. So I just roll with it, think it's funny, stand by, you know, in most cases, not even do gens, not do anything, stand by and watch what this hacker's doing with the killer, the interactions, just laughing at it, getting silly clips and videos, whatever. And so I'm in a position where now my account is banned for playing with hackers, right? And I'm not the only one this has happened to. I know other people who this has happened to. And what happens as a result of it? Well, they lose everything that they paid for and grinded for, right? So what I'm trying to say is not because they've lost everything that they paid for and grinded for, what tends to happen is they go off and they actually become a cheater now, or they buy like third-party software where they get all their cosmetics and all their things back. And even if they're not cheating, they're still cheating the game by getting all the characters and stuff for maybe like one cheap price, whatever it may be. Maybe it's like $80 or something like that. Maybe it's $30, whatever the case is, they get all the things back that they had and more. And so what I'm trying to say is that the system here is creating more hackers and more cheaters, because the people who are not hacking are getting banned, and they're not going to come back and buy the game again in most cases and buy all the things again. So they find a loophole, or somebody offers them something and they get everything back for free. That's another thing I said in my other video clip that he didn't use. I said that when I lost everything, the hacking community, quote unquote, or whoever you want to, people from the community, from the hacking community, the real toxic ones who actually are like way nicer than the legitimate basic DBD community, for lack of better words. But anyway, they gifted me all this stuff and said, here, have it all back, have this, have all your cosmetics, all the characters, everything, P100, every character if you want, have it all back, and cheats, wall hacks, whatever, you just have it all and it's for free. And this was all given to me. So I'm like, why am I going to buy it all again and grind for it all again when it's given to me for free? And I furthermore said that I was on a testing period where I said I agreed to do this for a month to test it out and see the reactions, see how it affects things, see how it affects my content, my channel. I said, yes, this was an experiment that I was doing. I said, I still like to play legit. I still do play legit. I always play legit nurse. And I streamed 32 hours the past week on Survivor with friends, completely legit. So I still do play legit. And once again here, let's say, take my words out of context and say, oh, because you play legit such and such amount of time, that means it's okay for you to hack. I never said that. So let's just, you know, let's just address that before my words get taken out of context here and I'm made to say something that I'm not saying. But what I'm trying to say is simply that I play legit and I play with hacks on separate occasions. And it's very interesting because I'll do a live stream where I'm hacking and people will be like, when are you going to play legit nurse? And then I'll do a whole stream where I'm playing legit nurse and people will be like, when are you going to hack again on Survivor? And it's like, no matter which way I do it, like the people want the other thing. I will say that more people tend to want to see the hacking, it seems, because the viewers, let's just say I get 3 times as much interaction and views and subscribers and growth and overall grand scheme of things when I am playing with the hacks. So you know, the people have spoken in that regard. But excuse me, let's just go on to say this is, let's just make this clear. What I'm saying here is that What I'm saying is there's a flaw in the system of the reporting, and that because these people are getting punished while the hackers, the real hackers, are just coming back and again over and over. So like Behavior says, oh, we banned 60,000 accounts this past year. Okay, no, you really didn't. Maybe you banned like 10,000 people who all came back on, you know, multiple accounts, whatever the case is. I'm just making up numbers, but you didn't ban 60,000 hackers, because it's the same hackers coming back on multiple accounts every week or every couple days, whatever the case is. Now, all I'm trying to say here is that there's an issue that should be addressed with actually dealing with the hackers the right way, so that, you know, the right people are getting banned, and then people aren't in this situation where they're queuing up with hackers, because there just wouldn't be the hacking problem to begin with. And that's all I'm trying to expose here. When I say I'm exposing something, okay, I'm not exposing, I'm not saying what he's trying to make me say, Mr. SpooknJukes, but let's see what he's trying to make me say. With unlimited accounts.
I agree. That's honestly ridiculous.
Oh, you see how he says, I agree here? I agree. He's agreeing with me, right? So what exactly did I say? Let's just double check. People who aren't, and that's what happens, is that Behavior bans the people who aren't hacking. And the actual hackers don't really get punished, because even though they get banned, they come right back. Okay, so what did I say? I said Behavior bans the people who actually technically aren't hacking, but the people who are hacking come right back on different accounts, so they're really not getting punished. That's what I said. Now let's see what he agrees with that I said. With unlimited accounts.
I agree. That's honestly ridiculous. Behavior should not be banning people for knowingly partying up and playing with cheaters.
Did I say that? See what he agreed with? He agreed with something that I supposedly said that I never said. He just agreed with me, claiming that I said Behavior should not be banning people who are knowingly partying up with hackers. I never said that. I never made that statement. Do you understand what he's doing here? He's building a straw man argument. Okay, he's saying that I said something which I never said, just so he can mockingly and condescendingly knock down that argument that I never made to begin with. So as if he's defeating me in an argument that I never made. Is that not clear? This is typical CNN fake news kind of stuff. You're just making me say something that I didn't say. I never ever said. Now, if I said anywhere, Behavior should not be banning me for specifically teaming up, deliberately, intentionally teaming up with a hacker. Like, where did I say that? Where's the clip of me saying that? I never said it, Mr. SpooknJukes. You're putting words in my mouth, and that makes you a liar. And what's worse, a liar or a cheater? Yeah, they're kind of one and the same thing. A cheater is being deliberately deceptive to gain an advantage, a particular advantage, and benefit from a situation in a deceptive way. And what is a liar doing? He's lying to be deliberately deceptive, to gain some sort of particular advantage and benefit himself from the lies that he's told, misinformation, hiding the truth, skewing the facts, twisting the words, so to speak. Mr. SpooknJukes, look what you're doing. Do not sit here and call me a liar when you're a liar. Cheater, liar, what's worse? Let me see. What's worse? Somebody who is cheating in a stupid, meaningless video game for silly purposes of creating content on YouTube to make people laugh. What a terrible thing. Crime of the century, worthy of capital punishment, of course, in the DBD community, the self-righteous grandstanding, you know, whatever. Is that worse? Or how about somebody who is deliberately deceiving their audience to say something, to slander the character of another person, and make somebody say things that they never said? Okay, this is just, here's one example of where he's saying it. Notice he said, I agree. Behavior should not be banning people for deliberately queuing up with a hacker. Where did I say that? I never said that. Find me the clip where I said that. I never said that. All right, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here, Mr. SpooknJukes. Let's SpooknJukes. Sorry, said your name wrong. Let's go on.
I mean, that'd be like if I had a friend who robbed a bank.
Okay, so here he goes on with his whole analogy of robbing the bank. Kind of funny, but once again, he is knocking down a straw man argument that he made that I never said.
And then they split the money with me. It's like, I shouldn't get in trouble for...
Where's the clip that I said I shouldn't get in trouble? Where's the clip that said I shouldn't get banned? Where's the clip that said I'm innocent? Where's the clip that said I'm not guilty? Where's the clip that said behavior did me wrong? Where's the clip that said that I'm in the right and I'm justified in what I did? Where are my clips that said any of that? They don't exist. You won't find them because I never said it. You're literally putting words in my mouth right now. Spook and douche.
For spending that
You're making me mad, bro. You're just making me furious.
money or reaping the reward for what my friend did. It's not like I robbed the bank, you know, my friend robbed the bank. So obviously I'm not going to get in trouble if we split the money and I spend it because, you know, the friend did the robbing.
Yeah. Okay. So funny satire, bravo. But once again, like, you're putting words in my mouth. I never said that I shouldn't be in trouble. I never said, like, I was not surprised that I got banned. I was surprised it took so long, honestly. I mean, okay, it's one thing if you're queuing up with a cheater and you're benefiting from it and you're doing it so that you can, I don't know, just, I don't understand the whole idea of just hacking to win, because I don't do it for that. In most games where I'm hacking, well, I don't know about most, but in a lot of games where I'm hacking, I let the killer kill me, or I let people win. I let people escape. I die intentionally. It's not about winning for me. It's about making silly content that's different. And I never said anywhere that I shouldn't be banned. I never said I was in the right. Now, I specifically put all these videos out there. I put myself out there, and people are like, oh, SpooknJukes exposed you. Well, SpooknJukes didn't expose me. I put myself out there. Like, I put my videos out there, and I put the titles out there. So I'm like, why did it take a year of, you know, occasionally doing this, not doing it all the time? Why did it take so long for behavior to ban me? And then on top of that, why didn't they message me or say, hey, you know, you're playing with a cheater, this is why? Like, I never got any of that. I am just left to presume this is why my account was banned. Okay. But I never got any of that. I appealed it. And when I appealed it, I didn't say like, oh, I didn't cheat, you were wrong for banning me. I literally said in my appeal, I assume this is why I got banned. I was playing with cheaters, posting videos of it. I did this, you know, and I said I was in the wrong, like, well deserved. And I've always said this. Anybody who's watched my videos, I've never said that I was in the right and that I shouldn't have been banned. But I appealed to behavior and said, look, all I can say is, you know, if you would consider giving my account back, then, you know, all I could do is promise that I would never knowingly queue up with a cheater again, and just completely play legit. And then, you know, I wouldn't make this content anymore. And I just said, you know, whatever. I appealed to them and quote unquote, you know, begged for mercy, I guess you could say. Not really. I just asked for leniency, asked for another chance, you know, never got anything back from them. And that's fine. So I went on with what I was given, which was all this stuff for free. And, you know, it's really that simple. It's not a mission of revenge like they paint it out to be. It's not about having a vendetta against behavior and trying to take some, you know, what do they call it? Like this moral mission, make some moral mission out of it. It has nothing to do with that. You know, once again, they're putting words in my mouth, but let's just go on. Yes. SpooknJukes. I am hacking because I got banned. My legit account got banned where I bought everything, all the characters. So this is just me reiterating myself to somebody in my chat who is like saying you're hacking because you got banned or whatever they're saying. And I'm saying, yes, you're right. I'm hacking because I got banned. And, you know, I want to play the game and I was given all this stuff for free. So yes, I'm hacking because this is me wanting to play the game. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Tons of skins. I'm saying the things that I lost. And I'm not giving behavior any more of my money. And I'm saying I'm not giving behavior any more of my money. It's not saying me like, it's not me saying like, evil behavior, I hate them, I will never such and such. I'm just saying I'm not going to buy these things again when they're given to me for free. I'm not going to. And if you really put yourself in those shoes, I know you'd never be such a terrible person to ever be in this situation, because you would never queue up with a hacker. Terrible, most terrible thing in the world. But what I'm saying is, you know, if it's all given to me for free, why would I buy it all again? That's all I'm really saying here in response to somebody's comments. But, you know, if you were in the same situation and could have it all for free, let's not pretend that it wouldn't be a consideration. Let's just leave it at that, SpooknJukes community.
Not the legit account, not the cosmetics. You pop off. Don't you dare support behavior ever again.
This whole
Okay, so funny stuff. Okay.
thing is about revenge on behavior.
Okay, this is somebody else speaking, saying this whole thing's about revenge and behavior, and I'm trying to correct them and say it's really not about revenge. Well, not necessarily revenge, but maybe to expose the flaw in their banning system of how they actually ban legitimate players.
It's about...
Okay, so I'm saying, yes, I'm exposing the flaw in the banning system, how legitimate players are getting banned and they're becoming hackers. So in return, it's having an adverse effect and it's creating more hackers than it is fixing the problem. That's what I'm trying to say that this should expose. This isn't the reason why I'm doing it, but if you want to take the revenge route, like it's not about revenge. It's just about showing how the system is creating more hackers and it's making the problem bigger than what it originally was. That's all I'm saying here. But let's see what he says that I'm saying.
Time behavior got exposed.
System of how they actually ban legitimate players.
It's about time behavior got exposed for all these bogus bans on legitimate players like yourself.
Okay, so I never said the bans were bogus, and I get what he's saying. He's saying I'm not a legitimate player because I played with hackers. But what I'm trying to say is legitimate players is, I mean, they're banning accounts that don't have hacks on them. You know, they're banning people. Like, you're going to get in a game. If you're going to go in a game, there are hackers in the game. Now, whether you know it or not, there are hackers in the game, and you might get in a game with somebody. And what are you going to do? You're just going to DC from every game. There's a hacker. You're going to go up to the killer and say, kill me. Fine. Okay. Go on to the next. You're going to do that. But like I said, when you're a streamer and you got people stream sniping you and targeting you, and you got YouTube in your name or whatever it may be in your name, Twitch, TikTok, and the hackers are targeting those people and joining your lobbies and hijacking your games and stuff like that, you know, it's like you're either going to play the game or you're not. And nowhere did I say that behavior is wrong and should be exposed for banning legitimate accounts. Not the way that he's making me say it. What I'm trying to say is there's a flaw in the system that the people who aren't having the hacks are getting banned. The people who are having the hacks, even though they get banned, they come right back. And what it does is it creates more cheaters out of the people who get banned and lose everything that are able to get it all back through means of hacks, is what I'm trying to say. That things are not getting better, they're getting worse. And if that's okay, that's okay. That's fine. Like, if that's the system they have and they want to have it, that's fine. I'm not saying it needs to change. I'm just saying that's what it is. And, you know, if we want, I could get other people in here that will say that they've been banned because they were in lobbies with cheaters and whatever, and now they became cheaters themselves. Okay, I've seen a lot of it where people have just become cheaters because, you know, let's just put it this way. I had never had any intention in cheating this game. Never. It never crossed my mind to be a cheater. I never wanted to. And even when I was offered to be a cheater before and told I should be a cheater and I should make this content, I said no. Like, I like playing the game legit, as far as legit meaning not hacking myself. We're just going. We're like, if you guys don't get it, then nothing I say is gonna matter. But let's carry on with SpooknJukes. Oh, really? I'm just messing around. I honestly don't care about the game that much to where it's like, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, of course it's not a big deal. I mean, obviously you don't care, you know, 4,000 hours, the first ever P100 nurse, you know, having a vendetta against this, you know, game developing company.
Okay, so right there, claiming that I have a vendetta against behavior. I don't know a single person from behavior. Never had an interaction with anyone from behavior that I'm aware of. I know people have claimed, "Oh, I work for behavior," or "I'm, you know, my friend or family member works for behavior. You're getting banned for eternity," like whatever. I've never had an interaction with anyone from behavior. Don't have anything personal against them. Don't know, like, I don't have a vendetta against them. I'm not on some moral mission. I'm not in the business of revenge. Like, I'm a very like chill person. There's nobody I can think of off the top of my head that I hate. There's nobody that like I'm out to get. It's this whole idea that, you know, the things that they're making me say is like, I'm not saying these things. And anybody who watches my stream and actually listens to what I say would know that this is not the case. What else did he say here?
You know,
oh, I don't care about, he's mocking me saying I don't care about the game. Okay, obviously I care about the game to some degree, that I'm playing it. I cared about the game enough to prestige my nurse to 100. Okay, I cared about the game enough to put in the hours, whatever, 5,000 hours. I cared enough to buy cosmetics and buy the chapters. Okay, I care about the game. It's a fun game. The community, not nearly as much fun, but okay, so I care. But what I'm saying is I don't care about it enough to that it's a big deal like that. Like I said, if DBD goes away tomorrow, like my life will not fall apart. I will literally just turn to one of my other YouTube channels and go back to making other content for other channels and go on with my life. Like I do other things besides this game. This is not my world. Like, yes, it plays a big part in the time that I spend streaming and posting stuff. Yes. But you know, it's all for me. It's all cut down to a minimum, which is why I will not edit this video, because I don't want to put the time that it requires to sit here and edit this down. Like I'm literally ranting on this stuff to give the answers so that people will actually, like the people that want to hear from my mouth, because like this guy said, SpooknJukes said that he was that you were going to hear it from my own words, right? Well, now you're hearing it from my own words, but it doesn't matter because you'll take these words and make me say something I didn't say anyway. So, all right, on we go, SpooknJukes.
Having a vendetta against
lies. You're lying. You're putting words in my mouth, liar.
This, you know, game developing company for banning you for playing with cheaters and making content of it. Like you don't. Yeah. Why would you care? You don't care. You definitely don't care.
I don't have a vendetta. It's not about revenge. I can't make this more clear. It's really not. It's just not. But you guys can think what you want. Would you rather go against somebody that's just blatantly hacking, you know, like just blinding you from across the map when you're not even there, or just clearly running with speed hacks and teleporting? Or would you rather go against somebody who is secretly, subtly...
Whew, those are my options, those two things. Because I'd probably rather just play in a normal match with no cheaters, but just those two. Okay, if those are my only two options, I guess the one with the... I don't...
Okay, so there is like, you know, you are, like I said, you're in the game. There are cheaters. They are going to be there. You're going to have ones that blatantly hack, that do things right in your face, troll you, and just fly around. And honestly, I find that to be the more entertaining kind. And then you're going to have the ones that are doing it just to win and subtly doing it. In those cases, you probably won't even know you're going against a hacker. And I'm literally just discussing with my audience these things about the kinds of hackers there are, and we're having some kind of conversation about this. And I'm saying, would you rather go against this or would you rather go against that? Because, you know, these are in the game. It's a reality that these things are in the game. And so I don't know what he's trying to say here, as if like those are the only two options. I guess he's just making fun of me or whatever. But all I'm saying is that all I'm asking is like, what would you rather go against? I'd rather go against the funnier ones that are doing things right in my face. And I can know like, okay, I'm going against cheaters. This isn't a normal game. This is silly. This is funny. If I'm the killer, I'll try to kill him. And I have before. And, you know, if I'm whatever, I'll play the game out. And then I'll be like, okay, that was 10 minutes of my time that I may have wasted, but you know, whatever, was I gonna DC and take a penalty and waste the time either? Whatever, like what are we even saying here, SpooknJukes? I don't even know what we're saying here. Like, cheaters are in the game. They are. Like, would you rather play a legit game with no cheaters? Sure, I would too. I really enjoy, honestly, I think that I feel like I enjoy playing legit nurse more than I enjoy hacking on Survivor. Honestly, I think I do. What I want cheaters in every one of my lobbies while I'm playing nurse, especially perkless nurse, no perks, no add-ons, you know, high MMR. I'll brag a little bit here too, so you can make fun of that. Would I rather go against that? No, like, of course not. I'd rather go against legit games. But once again, I got YouTube in my name, probably getting targeted by cheaters here and there. I don't even know half the time. Like, I don't even suspect anymore who's cheating, because I don't even know. Usually when I think someone's cheating, there's some reason, there's like some explanation, like the perks that they had or something. But, you know, I don't know. I'd rather play legit too. I'm with you on that. Honestly, it'd be wonderful if everybody was just legit in DBD and there were no hackers. And that brings me back to my point of how there's a flaw in the system of the banning, which actually creates more hackers than does deal with the ones that are there. And which I was trying to say before, which you took words out of my mouth and made me say something that I wasn't saying before. Anyway, same thing, all the same BS, fake news, CNN, SpooknJukes. Let's go.
My only two options, I guess, you did not.
All right,
I've actually willingly played against hackers for 3 hours straight.
You did not. No way.
I did too.
3 hours?
Yeah, longer. Yeah,
willingly?
Probably. Yes, absolutely.
You sat really?
Yeah,
what?
I didn't. Yeah, I did. No, I did.
With hackers?
Yes, I
for
did.
3 hours
Yeah,
willingly. You said
it's true.
I want
no,
to do
no
that
joke. No,
for 3 hours.
Yes, I did.
And you're
No.
like, yeah, I want that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Oh.
God, you're so cool.
Thanks. I know. Cool. All right. Well, let's address that real quick. This is me explaining that people in my chat once again. Saying, you wouldn't like it if you were going against the hackers. How would you like it if this was done to you? And this is me answering them saying, well, been there, done that, played against hackers. You know, I'm not crying about it. They're there. Gone into the games where the trapper just instantly hooks everyone at the beginning of the game. By the way, that's not even a person. That's a bot doing that. And they're doing it for sake of raising their MMR on an account so that they can play against people in higher MMR. They're letting a bot run. The bot comes in, immediately kills everyone. 5 seconds, game over. Usually, sometimes promotes their channel or their hacks in the comments, whatever the case is. Gone against that, yes. Gone against actual hackers doing that stuff, blinding me from across the map. I can't get a pickup. Yes, I've gone against this stuff. Okay, and what I'm trying to say here is, I willingly went into custom matches with people who are hacking. And I'll just say it, like Echo 711 on TikTok, well-known hacker, Nia Khalifa, TikTok, well-known hacker. I went into games against them specifically in custom matches. 4-man Swifts. They're bringing everything from like stacking petrified oaks. They've got their hacks. And I'm playing legit nurse with no hacks. And so, yes, in some of these games, I'm like, okay, well, just let's limit your hacks. You can't, don't blind me from across the map. Or if I get a pickup, don't instantly wiggle me out. Like certain things, they agreed that they weren't going to use those hacks. But as far as the speed hacks and the gen hacks and all these other wall hacks and all that stuff, like they were using them. And so what I'm trying to say is I willingly played against that. And just put myself to the challenge and put myself through the quote unquote abuse, the ruining of the game, the torture, whatever you want to call it. And so what I'm saying here is that I'm not putting anyone through anything that I haven't put myself through or experienced. And it's not like the end of the world. And yes, I deliberately or intentionally, whatever, willingly, so the word that you used, went into these games, and I just did it to have fun and test my challenges. Let me try to kill these hackers, and what I did was I tried to make the best of a situation and find fun in a situation that most people would say is, so terrible. I'm going up against a hacker. Okay, fine. That's all I'm trying to say here is that I've done it, and we sat there and played custom games for like 3 hours straight where I was just being, I don't know, let's just say tortured by hackers. And some games were 4-man out, some games were 1K, some games were a 3K. Of course, I'll never have a 4K because the hackers know exactly where the hatch is. But whatever the case is, I had fun playing against hackers, and that's all I'm trying to say here. The videos are on YouTube. I don't know the exact titles on my channel, but something like oh my goodness, like P100 nurse trained or schooled by hackers or whatever the case is. There's different ones. P100 nurse versus hacker or trolling hackers on Leary's. We're playing Leary's and they're having petrified oaks and whatnot. Anyway, I'm just talking to my community here, telling them that I've gone through this. I've played against it. I know what it's like. I'm not putting people through things that I haven't been through. And if I'm sitting there willingly able to play against it for 3 hours straight, people can go against a hacker for one game, 10 minutes of their lives, and go to the next. And they're likely not going to get a hacker in the next game, or they're not going to get a hacker in their next 10 games in a row. That's all. We're just having conversation with my chat. Of course, the chat's blurred out in the top left, so you can't see what that conversation is. You just have him mocking my words out of context.
What about the people who make the game less fun for the other people who just like camp and tunnel and slug and
BM, like, that's making the game unfun for people, isn't it? But that's okay because what? Because it's within limits.
Finally, someone said it.
All right, you see how he says right here, finally someone said it, right? So he's telling you that I'm saying something. He's about to tell you what I'm saying, right? Let's see what he tells you that I'm saying.
I mean, I thought I was the only one who reported killers for camping and tunneling every game because it's basically cheating, you know?
So what he's saying is that I'm saying that killers who camp and tunnel are the same as cheaters.
Like, it's not really any different than going against a cheater if you're getting camped and tunneled. I mean, both are equally as unfun. And
so you see what he said? He said, finally someone said it, that basically killers who camp and tunnel are the same as cheaters. There's no difference. That's what he's saying that I'm saying, right?
Unfair. Like, if I go against a cheater, what am I going to... nothing I can do, right? It's just... it is what it is. And same with camping and tunneling. You know, it's just, they both...
You see what he's saying? He's saying I'm saying something I'm not saying, right? So what I'm actually saying is I'm talking to my community about how, like, the argument of like, oh, you're ruining the game for others. You're making it unfun. You're ruining people's fun, right? This argument that is so popular. First of all, what makes your fun number one? Why is your fun so important? Why should I care about your fun? I'm not saying I don't care about your fun, but why should I care about your fun? Do you care about my fun? You care about my fun. Why are you reporting my channel, trying to get it down, taken down? Like, I'm just, why are you reporting my account and trying to get me banned? I'm just trying to have fun. Like, you don't report you don't care about my fun, but you want me to care about your fun. And that's just a whole nother argument. But my point is to say that people who are like, you're making the game not fun. What I'm trying to say is that this game is not, this game is already not fun for a lot of people. Like, how many games do you go in and all 5 people are having fun? Okay, so they're saying you're ruining everyone's fun. Well, I'm saying if I go into a game with 4 survivors and a killer, and I'm cheating on survivor and saving my team, in a lot of cases, the survivors are actually surviving games that they wouldn't otherwise survive, especially at the low MMR. And those 4 people had fun. Maybe the killer didn't have fun, but 4 out of 5 people having fun is, hey, that's kind of a win. 4 people had fun, right? So this whole argument of like ruining people's fun is not a valid argument. Everybody complains about like, oh, this killer camped and tunneled me. They ruined my fun. Okay, yes. So what I'm trying to say is people can quote unquote ruin anyone's fun by doing anything they want in the game. Talk trash in the end game, you'll ruin someone's fun, right? First of all, I don't believe that anyone has the power to ruin someone's fun unless that person lets them have the power to ruin someone's fun. Nobody's going to ruin my fun, okay? Whatever you do to me that happens in the game is not going to ruin my fun. And if it ruins my fun, it's because I let it ruin my fun, because I'm not a strong enough person to take control of my own emotions and decide what I want to be fun and not fun. Like, I'm a weakling if I'm going to let you ruin my fun. So I'm sitting here having a conversation with my chat about this whole concept of ruining people's fun, and I'm trying to put it into context and say that people are ruining each other's fun all the time in DBD. All the time people are ruining each other's fun. It doesn't matter if it's survivors teabagging at the exit gate, or trash talking in the end game, or bullying killers with sabos and flashlights and boons and pallets and whatever you want to call it, breakdown and breakout, whatever. Like, if you want to call it in the context of playing the game, it doesn't matter. People are ruining each other's fun all the time in Dead by Daylight, whether it's a killer tunneling after one person, camping the hook, BMing on the ground, hitting on hook, whatever the case is. People are always ruining each other's fun in this game. And my argument is that nobody can ruin anyone's fun unless you let them ruin their fun. And I'm talking about this whole other thing here that we're having a conversation about, but he's taking it out of context and making me say that camping and tunneling is equivalent to hacking. That's what he's making me say something I'm not saying. Stop doing it. You're making me mad, Spook and Douche. Stop making me say things I didn't say by taking me out of context. You can't just take clips of my things that I'm saying and put them in your own context and then say you're agreeing with me and finally someone said it and I'm going to let him say things. I'm going to let you hear it from his mouth and his words and blah, 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 blah. You stupid liar, Spook and Douche. Stop lying. You're worse than a cheater. Oh my goodness, you make me so mad. I'm holding back my fists from banging on the desk right now, okay? But are we almost done? This has been long.
So what have we learned today?
That you're a freaking liar.